Wow, this is a great time to be in crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome, of course, to my channel. My name still remain James Kenneth, and you're live here. You're here on St.JamesCrypto. Today be the 3rd of December. The market still continue green. We're still bullish. Of course, we're waiting on our assets. I expect the market to be going, of course, to the upside. But please, if you follow this channel, you understand what I'm talking about. Any moment the crypto market can go down because of course, the word that we got for this month. We expect high volatility, but of course, be ready at all time. Now, I just want to pop up this crypto word that I get from, of course, receive regarding confirmation from what we expect the market to be doing. Of course, crypto to skyrocket around Christmas time. That is what I titled this video, and here's why. We believe on Crepe, XPIN, WikiCat, XLM XRP. Now, there's a kind of word that's also Brian and Phil at Money on the Move. They released yesterday, I believe, or maybe depend on where you're watching. Of course, you watch the video from or your time zone. Now, they release a key word that they also release a word saying that, of course, Bitcoin will be skyrocketing. Bitcoin will be going to back to 135. I mean, that's a new all-time high around Christmas time. Wow. If Bitcoin goes 135K around Christmas time, you expect all the crypto market to be, pumping high. But without taking much of your time, I think I need to just show you a clip from that video and you would see what I'm talking about. Now, remember, I'll come back to the word, of course, that we also talked about from our pastor, from Brother David. He has something to show you. Let me show you what they said. I think just two to 3 minutes. You can watch the rest of the video from their channel. That's called Money on the Move. And of course, they are doing a great job. And they also have a word for Nigeria. So those of you from Nigeria, of course, the killings and everything happening in Nigeria, you'll see. But let me just show you what they say.
The prelude, the long entry there. Let's cover this word that you got yesterday. This was a word, I think we were in prayer. We had 2 different prayer sessions, and the Lord gave us a corporate word to release right here in this word called XLM, BTC, and more. And for anyone who's wondering, we release all the prophetic words that we receive for free here on YouTube. If you want them quicker, you can join our private community to help support this channel. We also do a lot of pragmatic teaching. We do both prophecy and practical investment strategies here. So this is the word that you released yesterday. And there's definitely a good prelude here, but we can jump right into the prophetic word starting here.
Yeah, so the Lord started out, compound interest. It is coming forth. Don't get lost in the shuffle, knowing that it was for someone specific. And God is so good. Let me just interrupt here. I went through the comments yesterday. That person who it was for, it was a direct confirmation for a word that they received from the Lord. God is so good that sometimes the way he speaks to me, he's giving confirmation in the midst of corporate words to individuals. That's how much he cares about each and every single one of you. Then I saw XLM at 10 cents. He said, what is their conniving plan? What are they up to? Sinister plots and plans indeed, it shall be seen. I shall uncover much of it for my glory. Reconciliation, who is in on it? You shall be surprised. Great exposure is coming, one event right after the other. Market moves to be made. Get your baskets ready. And I want to prelude to that. That's the same phrase he said shortly before don't get waddled out last week. He said, opportunities of a lifetime. I heard the words, large swings of epic proportion. They are coming. I sought the Lord for more timing, but he did not give it to me. I then saw 67 and 69,000 Bitcoin. Immediately after that, I heard, don't play with it. I was left with the knowing it's going to reach not knowing if it's going to reach those numbers or if he was telling me the market movers not to play with it. I have to continue to seek the Lord as to what that means. But I know it will come. It will manifest in a way that makes sense at the right time. Then I saw Bitcoin at 135. He said it will return. I heard the word sneak peeks. He then highlighted Christmas time. I didn't know why. He just said, just mark it down.
Amen. There's a few things we'll cover.
So
that before we continue.
Christmas time.
I'm reminded of.
That's what I want to just highlight here. Christmas time, compound interest. A lot of people will get, in fact, you will not be ready for what might play out in this month of December. But there's one thing, of course, I want to let you know. It is the fact that a lot of people will see very high upsides. And he said something, Bitcoin touching between 65 and 69K. But of course, he didn't confirm if that's going to happen in December. I believe these shift of liquidity, liquidity flowing into the market and outside and going out of the market, we're going to be seen above December. That means beyond December. So that means then the market should be ready to, pump up. But of course, we also have this word from our brother at, Air Bernard, and of course, Pastor David, Prophet Joel, talking about crypto, Crepe pumping to an enormous price, and looking at what the chart is telling us, this thing can go crazy at any time. Crypto can go crazy. The charts are not lying, but of course, what we can see right now is that there's a huge manipulation in the market. But of course, he pointed out something, the peak around Christmas time. So it's Christmas time could be somewhere 5 days before Christmas and 5 days after Christmas, where that is what I could perceive. That is my own way of, okay, let's say, 5 days after Christmas will already be almost New Year's Eve. But are we really ready to hold on to the market and see these price points come? Because I believe if Bitcoin is getting to 135K, then the entire market should be pumping, in fact, Crepe being one of them. I think Crepe is going to really go really wide. XPIN. Now, he made mention of XLM. Now, XLM is also one of those prophetic crypto tokens that we expect, of course, the price to, to go to skyrocket. But we don't know, of course, the timeline. But I believe if XPIN gets to 10 cents, ladies and gentlemen, that is a great indication for me. That is a great indication for me that, yes, we need to step into the market. I believe not just for people, those whales out there, because the whales, they're going to take, they're going to take this opportunity and use it. But of course, those of us, brothers and sisters in the household of faith, we just need to get ready, because XLM at 10 cents, if you invest $100 into it, of course, everything that I say in this channel is not financial advice. Okay, do your own research. But if you invest $100 in XLM, you will get at 10 cents, of course, you will get a handful of token. So which I believe, ladies and gentlemen, it is huge. It's going to be huge. So you could just imagine XLM at 10 cents, put $100 or €100 into it, and of course you can be talking about almost 1,000 XLM. Okay, or maybe my maths is not correct, but you get a handful of XLM, and of course XRP, and of course the rest of the crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not to give you some adrenaline or to increase your hormone to drive you crazy, but it's just to prepare you, to get you ready for what is to come in this month. Now, the crypto markets today is still green. Everything is going up. Of course, you don't get carried away. Anything can switch at any time. But of course, I'll keep updating you as soon as we're getting into the middle of this month, seeing what is going to happen. That's why, of course, we're here at St.JamesCrypto to keep you updated, enlightened about crypto, how to invest. If you've been watching my video to this point and you've not subscribed, please hit that notification bell. Of course, I can overemphasize what are the price points we're looking for all this crypto. If you've not seen my videos before, check right there in my channel. You're going to see all the videos and, of course, the price point that we're expecting for different cryptos. But I believe this Christmas is going to be a really Merry Christmas. And before I go out here, those of you, of course, I'm from Nigeria. Those of you from Nigeria, you can also watch their videos to the end. They talked about a lot of killings, of course. We've been hearing killings in Nigeria. We've been hearing a lot of stuff happening in Nigeria. But this is the time you need to take some moments and pray for Nigeria. Pray about the political atmosphere in Nigeria, because I think a lot of the Muslim community, the Islamic community, they want to make Nigeria an Islamic country. And of course, that alone is not good. That alone is not the will of God. So we need to pray for Nigeria. We need to join hands together, because I have my families, my friends, my brothers, sisters there in Nigeria. Of course, they are not in the northern part of Nigeria, but they are still affected anyway. Political situation, everything. So I really want to thank Fia and Ryan for this video, because they also took their time to give the prophetic word for Nigeria and speak about what is happening. So, yeah, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. So not just crypto, let us also, make an impact by praying for our brothers and sisters right there, and of course, interceding for Nigeria. So everything would be according to the will of God. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you watch to this point, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That anytime I release a video, you get notified about, the latest update. Thank you very much. Have a lovely midweek, Wednesday, great day. See you when I release the next one. Bye-bye.